In preparing for an interview, it's important to know how you're going to answer what's often the very first question they ask you in an interview. Tell me about yourself. Well, there are many schools of thought on how to answer this question, so let me share with you 3 of the most popular approaches so that way you can choose the one that best matches your personality and interview style. Now, the first approach is what I call the volley. Now, when the interviewer asks you, tell me about yourself, you respond with a question which immediately puts that ball right back in the interviewer's court. So for example, let's say you've just finished small talk with the interviewer and then they transition to the interview by asking, tell me about yourself. Well, at that point, you could volley back with a question, which is, where would you like me to start? Now, while this might sound a little bit rude, it also allows the interviewer to direct you to what's most interesting to them. So the benefit to this approach is that if it fits your personality style, it quickly helps you align your background to the employer's goals. All right, let's move on to the second way. The second way to respond, which is probably more common, is what I call the pitch. The pitch is a very well-rehearsed answer to this anticipated question. Now, the pitch does 3 things, and it does them very well. First, it connects your work experience to the needs of the company. Secondly, it needs to be memorable. And third, it takes about 1 to 2 minutes in length to say. So to prepare your answer, you're going to first want to read that job description again in great detail and then list out the company needs. Then you want to write your matching accomplishments from your own work experience so that way you can relate to what the job is asking for. Now you're ready to begin your story. So let's just say that the company you're applying for is looking to launch a new product this year. That's their big need. And you've got expertise in sales and marketing. So your story might sound something like this. Last year, my previous job, we were behind in the development of a new product, and our competitor took advantage of this opportunity and launched their latest product and started meeting our clients to position themselves as the leader. Now, our sales decreased by 20% that quarter, and several of our key team sales leaders left. Now, in response, I led 2 small teams of 6 persons each, one representing marketing and the other one in sales, to develop a strategy to both protect and grow our existing business in the following quarters. So what we ended up doing was rolling out some fresh marketing approaches where we used personalized video and emails, content marketing, and live webinars that revealed features of our product that were about to be released. Now, the combined effect of these new marketing approaches is got our customers to wait for our product to be launched, and they didn't buy from our competitors. And because we had engaged them in a way that was very personal and unique, the relationships that we built helped drive our revenues 14% higher than our previous best quarter. Now, what will the interviewer infer from this story? Well, 1, I can handle myself under pressure, I can craft and execute a product launch strategy, and I was an effective team leader. This second approach, the pitch, is a very effective approach when outlined and rehearsed in advance of the interview. Now, it's no surprise that this is a favorite amongst interviewers. The third way to respond is the huddle, and when I've seen this used, it makes the candidate stand out from all others. It requires a bit of preparation for the interview, but the candidate in advance has created 3 to 6 cards, each one about half the size of a sheet of paper, which is then printed on stiff paper is what I recommend. And on that card was a need on the top that was found in the job description. For example, lead international growth, innovate new products, merge accounting systems. Each one of these is a need that's found in the job description. Now, under each of those headlines, you could put a couple of bullet points that relate to the value that you bring to solving this issue for them. So when they ask this question, tell me about yourself, well, you could respond with, I'm happy to tell you a little bit about myself, but first, let me ask you what's most important to you. And that's when you lay out these cards on the table and ask them to pick which topic is the most important to them and which one they would like to talk about. Now, when you do this, it shows that you're well-researched, prepared, and focused on the company's priorities. I like to call it the huddle because, like in a sports game, this is where you get together and strategize the next move. So in this example, you've got your 6 suggestions on the table, and then you let the interviewer decide which direction to go. Now, this approach blends the best of the 2 approaches that I've mentioned earlier. So no matter which approach you choose, you should keep this in mind when answering the question, "Tell me about yourself." First, you should keep the answer focused on the company needs and goals. Second, keep the answer within about 1 to 2 minutes. 3, use facts, stories, examples, or questions, and even visuals to make your answer stand out. And 4th, prepare, prepare, prepare. All right, what we've covered here is the 3 approaches to answering the interview question, "Tell me about yourself." Now, no matter which one you choose, you'll be able to answer with confidence and stand out from the crowd. If you'd like to stay up to date on the latest job hunting videos to help you land your next job faster, then click on the subscribe button. And if you've got any questions, please leave them below. And if you'd like to have more free tips and techniques to help you land up to 6 interviews a week, then click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.